This is UAC Waste Complex by Soulless. Soulless's first self-proclaimed decent map. Ultraviolence. I loaded this up a second ago and found out it's actually map 3. So here we go. We get 320 kills, 54 items, 9 secrets. They're coming. Well, yeah, I mean, right away, I'd probably agree with the sentiment that this is a decent map. Now, there's a lot more to go, obviously, but it seems like we've got a lot of things going right already. We've got some monsters already alerted to me. We've got these monsters facing away, so as soon as I try to shoot, they're going to start coming after me. I like the view. We can see stuff over here. We can see stuff over here. Decent visually. It doesn't appear to be trying to do too much. You can see a lot of rectangles and right angles. But nice lighting. Decent use of texturing. Not trying to do too much, not trying to do too little. You almost got me there. Alright. How many secrets? 3? Oh, 9. Wow. No? Oh, that's kind of odd. Alright. I guess that's what I gotta do. Go out here first. Oh my. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of friends. I was not expecting so much dense population right away. You just jump right in. There you are. There's a shotgunner somewhere. I don't know where. Am I up there somewhere? Yeah, not a bad little arena here. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I would say here is that you really notice the rectangle out here. Not a ton of geometrical detail. Where are you? Oh, there you are. My goodness. Could not find him forever. Yeah, not a ton of geometrical detail, not a ton of decorative detail either. I think that part's fine. You got these black walls, these little pillars, and you got the crate maze. Not even really a maze, just the crates in the middle. Which obviously you can get up there one way or another. Might be the teleporter though. Alright, we're gonna try that. Nope. Well, that's nice. That's very much appreciated. Now we'll try the teleporter. Okay, okay. It does go up there. Alright, so we got a super shotgun to grab. And there's nothing really else to do once you get up there, though. So maybe that other door is finally open. Wait, I can't even... Oh, there we go. Yeah, now that's kind of odd that you don't really see that as a door on the other side. Struggling to see what I'm supposed to accomplish. So that's one thing to work on. Well, look at that. Yeah, one thing to work on would be showing the player the objective. There's a little square right here that's brighter. Oh, I see. I can't tell if that's intentional or not. And that's probably not a great thing if you're not sure if it's a mistake or intentional. Alright, but anyway, let's take this teleporter and see if we can get all the way over to... No, that's not going to happen, is it? Don't think so. Oh, that's a really odd thing. Is there one more? That is a really odd mechanic. Like, why would I try to do that? Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can expect a player to do that. What if I jump off this way, you know? Then that doesn't happen. So yeah, progression, I think, mandatory progression's definitely got to be clearer than that. That's just an odd, really odd mechanic. And, oh. And this is what I have to do, so... Oh, man. I think it's what I have to do. There might be another secret, I don't know. Yeah, if this is another secret, I take all that back, but... It does appear to be mandatory progression. Oh, same spot. Okay, so I think I heard a door open, which means now we can go in here. I did not hear a door open. It's a timed door. So yeah, gotta work on the progression a little bit, I think. Combat in here was cool. Revenant Trap, not bad, but this does not feel like standard. Not that progression should be standard, but it should be intuitive enough. This is more like secret stuff. A timed switch that's very far away from the door it opens. Yeah, what are they called? Demons down there? It's gonna be really hard to fall in here accidentally. So these demons are kind of worthless down there. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna be grinded to death. In fact, I should have got out my... That's a pretty cool barrel moment. Round and round it goes. But yeah, I mean, those demons are... Wait a minute. The rocket went right through the nukage, which means... Means what? Ah, that's right. Cool. But that's not a secret. Interesting. Alright, so there's a suit. Okay, yeah, I guess you're supposed to get the suit and start exploring nukage. Let's go ahead and save here. This is a UAC waste complex, something like that. But yeah, once again, we're at a moment where progression is a little bit confusing. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Another room, one of these was a secret, so. And I am stuck in here. Oh no, I can get out. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I had to do. Okay, that's really odd progression. Whoa. I have to do some punching, I think. We're running out of supplies here. Ow. Ugh. Uneven terrain is not great for punching. Ow. Alright, so what? Yeah, I mean, this is... The whole wad is a little bit... Oh. You can go through that one. That's kind of a clever secret. Very simple. I'm not sure that's marked at all, you just gotta kind of get lucky. No! Where are you going? No! Gosh. There you go. Alright. But yeah, the point is, once again, I'm back to... Oh, okay, we gotta switch. So that opened another door. There we go. So yeah, progression is definitely a little bit odd so far. But, yeah, not a bad area in there. A little alignment issue somewhere in here. Definitely a camp moment here. But yeah, not a bad little waterway here. Kind of like this area. Once again, we get to see a lot of what's coming. Got a red door there, a blue door there. Yeah, this has 320 enemies, I forget. Bigger map. And, is there yellow anywhere? Yeah, right there. So, but it looks like we're gonna do these in order. This looks kind of like it's gonna be a hub. But, looks like the only way you can go is over there, so. Alright. Alright, something I'll point out. I've pointed it out before, but because this is a relatively new mapper, I'll say it again. Some people tend to think that if you're going to do a floor flat change, you should also do a floor height change. Like right here, the brick being the same height as the grass looks a little artificial, which obviously it's a video game. So it is artificial, but it looks kind of not great in my opinion. I think sometimes with certain combinations you can get away with it. I think grass next to brick is probably not one of those combinations. So I'd probably have the grass just come up a little bit. And I lost like 40 health as I was explaining all that. That wasn't a very good rocket. Well, hello. Yeah, not a great use of demons so far. They've all been kind of in positions where they're not gonna... They're just sitting ducks, basically. Can I get out there yet? Doesn't look like it. You could probably drag that archvile out here and do some crazy archvile jumping. Who knows what you'd end up doing. It might be a major sequence break. It might be nothing at all. Hopefully it's not a soft lock. Alright, let's go ahead and save over here. And then we'll go this way. Well, hello. You guys can't even get through the... You guys are just waiting. Oh, I did get a backpack. Alright. Uh-oh. Well played, chain gunner. But if you're the only one, then we're gonna punch. Actually, we're gonna rock it. This will be fun. Yeah. That's another rocket worth. I guess they're just gonna keep on coming. Okay, so the reason that wasn't very effective is because, I think one of the big reasons is the speed. The speed of the oh, you can go out right there, okay. We'll probably explore that in a minute. But, yeah, the speed of the teleporting here, they just appeared too slowly. So, you're able to easily take them down one by one with chain gun or shotgun or whatever you want to do, or wait for 6 or 8 of them to cluster up and rocket them. So I think if they teleport a lot faster and maybe more unpredictably in different locations, like maybe there's actually teleport pads in the 4 corners or something. That's not to mention that I can easily retreat. I could have just backed all the way up to here and fired rockets, and it would have been really easy. Now I like the architecture here. I like this little brick stuff going on here. The angle that it's at. It's just a 45 degree, but I mean that goes a long way when most of the rest is 90-degree stuff. Oh, hello. Anything over here? Can't go over there. Alright, so before I open the doors, I'm gonna go down, check out what we got here. We got barrels. A lot of barrels. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Chain gunner over there. Yeah, he's really long distance though. May not be able to target him. This guy can't target him either, obviously. Crap. Good job. What's going on over here? I feel like this is a pretty significant side quest, if that's all it is. Oh, you survived. Crap. I mean, yeah, this is all, so far, not a completely optional area. Kind of a lot going on. It does, definitely gives you a net gain of ammo, though. So it's not like it's worthless. I do have to find my way out, though. A little misalignment on this wood here. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, looks like we just take the teleporter. Yeah. No. Looks like I gotta check out this side too. Wow, that was really good RNG. I'm pretty sure I killed all of them with one, except one with two. Alright. Oh, you can go out right here. Yeah. Minor thing. Very minor thing. And actually Doom did it this way, but I think it looks weird in the originals. It didn't do it with teleporters, but it did it with other things. I think it would make more sense to do like a brown lip to this teleporter than a water lip. Just to show that, you know, the teleporter is sticking out from the water rather than having it have a water border. Alright, but finally we get to go over here and see what's going on. Okay. Well, that's a lot of caffeine. Is there really only 4 of them? Oh, there we go. Yeah, sometimes traps are... The thing that can be tough about traps is you've got a nice little shock factor as you open the trap, but as soon as you escape, then it's cleanup. It immediately becomes a grindy cleanup. So yeah, it's a nice trap to get things going, but then once you get things going, it becomes rather easy to deal with. Gotta be a secret back here, right? Maybe not. All I know is there's an archvile out there. That's a really fast lift. Oh, he's pissed at somebody. Excellent. Oh, now he's stuck. Oh, crap. Oh, come on, you guys. There we go. Sorry. That was my phone, but we don't need to answer that. Alright, guess we gotta kill you guys. And... well, I'm thankful the archvile got stuck up there. There's not a ton of cover out here. There's sufficient. Will he fall down? He did fall down. Now he's resurrecting it. Ah, come on. That's funny. I mean, screw it. I'm just gonna carry on. He can resurrect all he wants in there. Alright, here we go. Got ourselves a little maze. He was stuck. He was definitely stuck. I don't know what editor Soulless is using, but things, capital T things, are always squares. So even though the default in Doom Builder is circles, they look like circles in Doom Builder, you should definitely switch that to squares. Just enough cover here. Just enough visibility as well. Not a bad trap. Maybe a little bit cheap with all that hit scan going on, but really not a bad trap. Only problem is I don't know what the switch actually did. Maybe I gotta go out there now. Oh. There's a red key out there. I'll take that. Okay. Health balance seems pretty good in this map. I'm playing okay, not great, not horrible, and I'm never like constantly over 100, and I'm never stuck at 20 either. So ammo balance might be a little bit generous. A lot of rockets, but better generous than tight in my opinion. Usually, not always, but usually. One thing I might mention in this map, and this can happen in big maps sometimes, but this is one of those maps, and there may be more coming, but right now it kind of feels like it's two separate maps. You know, it feels like, well, you had your indoor map, and now you have your outdoor map, because they're not really connected at all. You know, there's nothing going on in these windows whence I came, so a little bit just feels disjointed, like it could be two separate maps in one campaign. Even, I mean, visually you kind of have the connection because you do have these big windows, but it might be cool to repopulate those areas with some monsters that can shoot at me from in there, and then you kind of get that feeling that, oh yeah, this is one level because I was in there and now there's monsters in there shooting at me, something like that. Not a big point. It's been done much worse than this, but maybe something to think about. Because yeah, as you see on the auto map, we don't really have our loop design, our classic loop. We just kind of go. So what have we in here? Normally players will lower unpeg the edges of doors. See how it rises with the door? If you don't want that to happen, then use lower unpegged on this line def and this line def. I'm okay with it as long as you're consistent, but usually you see them not moving like that. This looks interesting. I feel like that took a lot of bullets. Oh wow, we're getting real serious now, aren't we? Is all this necessary? Okay, I guess so. These are really fast crushers, holy crap. Will they crush the Cyber Demon for me? That was my chance to get him good. Oh crap. I gotta say, this is a pretty interesting cyber fight. The only thing I have against it is that I don't think you have to stay and fight at all. Looks like you can just leave. Oh, there he is. Okay. guys start coming right away. I'm not doing too well in the secrets, am I? Just 2 right now? What's this? Oh, is he getting wrecked over there? Nope. Thought that might happen. That's why I backed up right away. Yeah, the problem is he doesn't get stuck for very long. Ah, switch. Oh, you just leave. Well, I'd like to be a little bit completionist here. Ah, crap. Yeah, he doesn't he doesn't stay in very long. Crap, I didn't get the suit. Yeah. A lot of plasma though, so it's not like you have to try to 2-shot him or even anywhere close to that. Although, I don't know what the rest of the map holds necessarily, so. Holds this arch file though. That's what a lot of plasma will do for you. Gives you a lot of leeway with arch files. A secret for that. Cool. And look at that, just like that, we're up to 4 out of 9. Granted, those were pretty easy ones, but still. Oh, I guess I should have just kept on the path to get the blue key. I didn't realize how simple it was. That's gonna be a waste of time. Yeah, let's just take this teleporter. Look at that. Right in front of the red door. Alright, good. Oh. Well, what have we here? A mess of infighting. Any more of them? Anybody in here? That's damaging. Alright. I feel like I missed a lot over here, so let's try that again. Like over here. Oh no, not much. Still got a lot of monsters left. Yeah, now the health is seeming a little bit more abundant. Blue. This is interesting. Without a suit? Oh. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I mean, the BFG definitely bails you out of these situations pretty well. Crap, not that one. Didn't get him. Ah, Hell Knight. Oh, that's where he is. I'm not a real big fan of lots of lock-ins and stuff. Some, sure, but not like tons of them. This might be a good place to have this door close on me and not let me back out. Because then I have to deal with the damaging floor, and I have to run right into the enemy then. Oops. Looks like that's the teleport, so I could just go stand right there and... But yeah, I mean, tons of rockets. This cover is really far away from the action, so I can just kind of stand back and do this and try not to get smoked by Hell Knights. But yeah, I mean, I come in here with 45 or 50 rockets. Not really going to be a problem. That's not to mention all the BFG. And it's just, again, it's because of the space. So yeah, again, this is a relatively new mapper. And one thing I've seen with some degree of consistency in new mappers stuff is too much space. They underestimate how much ground Doom guy can cover. They overestimate. Oh, look what I found. I found a megasphere. How do I get that one? I don't know. But yeah, they kind of overestimate. Oh, that's convenient. Overestimate how much space Doom Guy needs. Like, with this much space, monsters are not very fast. Doom Guy's, you know, incredibly fast. So, and with this big of a wall, I can easily just camp around this corner. I can fire the rockets. I can BFG the Archviles as they arrive. And even if I don't have this wall, still the only real threat is the hit scanners, because with this much space I can pretty easily dodge the Hell Knights, which, you know, I did definitely die on a Hell Knight projectile, but still not the hardest thing ever. They're not really, their threat is majorly nullified by any decent amount of space. So some options here just make this whole thing narrower or less deep, or even close it in might help a little bit, but I didn't ever feel the need to go back here. I just kind of stayed here. Alright, I got a feeling there's one more epic fight, Cyber Demon or something. Let's go take a look. Or is it just the exit? Oh, maybe it's just the exit. Alright. Okay, Soulless? Well, yeah, I mean, first decent map. Sure, it's a decent map. It's got a simple enough, tried and true kind of progression. You get the keys in order after you get out of that first room. Then you kind of realize that keys are a factor. Although that whole first area was a little bit weird with its progression. It was kind of puzzling. Depending on the context of the WAD, that could be okay. Like if you had just dealt with an intermission screen that you were escaping somewhere, or it was some sort of secret mission or something, then maybe that would make a little bit more sense and be more tolerable. I thought it was just a little bit too confusing. There were things that you had to do that were not really marked, and you didn't necessarily have any way of knowing you had to do them. They were more like, most people will try this, but there's not really any reason to try it, it's just that most people will try it. Especially that very first Revenant trap. That was probably the biggest offender of the whole map. As far as combat, demons not used very well at all in the whole map. They were pretty much sitting ducks everywhere they were. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the combat not too bad. I think some of the bigger waves of monsters need to have the space examined, because space is the killer of, you know, fun set pieces, and it's not just the horizontal space, if you will. It can also be the vertical space. When all the monsters are on one plane, one height level, and you have a lot of space, that's not good. But maybe monsters are on different height levels, or maybe the terrain itself is bumpy, and then tighten up the space as well. Like, there were a lot of bigger waves of monsters that were just completely harmless because you had too much space and to some extent too much ammo as well with the amount of rockets given. And then the BFG was pretty generous toward the end. Although I did actually like the Cyber Demon fight quite well. You had, I think were there barrels in there too? Maybe there weren't barrels, but there were a few imps. There were these fast crushers, and the Cyber Demon could get crushed, but he wasn't in there long enough to get a BFG shot off. Oh, what else? I can't remember. Yeah, the Cacodemon surprise in that red brick building was a nice little surprise, but then it kind of turned into a grind immediately. So yeah, I don't know how long Soulless has been mapping. It claims this as first decent map. Could be third map overall, second map, eighth map, I don't know, but it seems like a relatively short period of time, and I think, yeah, you can sort of see some amateurisms here, but you can definitely see some potential and some room for growth. You know, solid layout, some optional areas, some fun secrets, some good ideas for combat. Not always executed the greatest. I think, again, big problem. Just trying to go too big, and I think if we can think about tighter space in a next map, it'll be an improvement. All right, UAC Waste Complex.